Hello and welcome to TOT Presents special Christmas podcast. This is roughly episode 10. It's been pretty much exactly a year since we kicked off at this amazing studio. And my name's Colm. I'm part of the TOT Presents team.
And I'm Kev from Train of Thought, which is a perfect place for Christmas gifts, I have to say, as a bit of a shameless plug.
Oh, we're going to plug it all the way through the podcast.
And I'm Helena from Cellar.
And also lead singer of Hissy and the Fits.
Sorry, can we take that again?
No, we're going on.
Gosh, okay.
So this episode we've got 3 guests. One of our guests is Kevin. He's being interviewed. He didn't know this, but he looks a bit surprised. But we're going to have a quick chat with Kev, but flip it round as with him as the guest. We've got Stephen Sheldrake from the Factory Live, who's going to tell us about some things that are coming up in 2026, but also a brief look back to last year and some of his favourite gigs. And we've got Harry White from Hammerdown, who's going to do similarly kind of a retrospective, but also looking forward to next year. We'll talk at the end a little bit about fundraising for the podcast. And if you like it, please like.
So
and
this
share.
we're sort of looking to the past and the future, like in that famous Christmas song.
Exactly.
It's only just begun. Yes.
So introducing our first guest of the evening, Stephen Sheldrake from the Factory Live. I'm going to hit him first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, you want to go first?
Yeah, I want to.
Oh,
sorry. Could you tell us about your most recent venue award?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we won the Prestige Awards Venue of the Year for South England for the second year in a row, which is it's remarkable, and it's a testament to everyone's hard work, and it's so nice to be recognised for it at the end of what's been a crazy roller coaster of a year, and it's kind of like the cherry on top of the cake, it's an honour to be awarded with, and hopefully a symbol of everyone's hard work. So
congratulations.
Yeah,
well done.
Congratulations. So much. Who are you listening to right now?
Hissy and the Fits, world's best band. My brother's really into indie and I'm not, and he's every day doing his best to convince me that I should like Wonder Horse and Fontaine's DC, and he might be getting to me, so that is currently on my playlist.
Okay, that's good.
Who do you want to get to play at the Factory?
On the wish list, it would be somebody like Fatboy Slim would be incredible. I know he does loads in Brighton, of course, but to get it in a space of our size, I just think the atmosphere would be unbelievable. So that's on my giant wish list. I'm also a massive fan of Newton Faulkner. Mm-hmm. Been following his career for over a decade now, and I just think that would be really, really good.
If you get him, can you get Bon Iver to do a collab with him?
I love Bon Iver.
So good.
I love Bon Iver. That would be absolutely wicked. I'll just be lulled to sleep. It would be so calming. And then the third wish list, my ambition for next year is the Sugar Hill Gang. It's on the radar and it's top secret. So make sure we're not recording this bit.
That's no mention that. I'm going to throw in a question. I'm intervening. What punk gigs have you got lined up for next year? Because it's 50th anniversary of punk.
Absolutely. So we have the incredible Anti-Nowhere League. That was one of my highlights for last year that we went to. And I remember Colm, I never thought I'd see you in a mosh pit. And that was fixed in April. So that for me is going to be the big one that I'm looking forward to. And I'd love to get the subs back. It's in conversation as well. So
excellent.
What changes have you made at the Factory?
Yeah, we're constantly developing. You can't stand still in this world. So one of our focuses this year has been with the garden space. So we've put the food offering into a dedicated section alongside an outdoor bar. That's all covered, and that's like a really nice part of the experience now. Kind of completed it just before winter, and then the weather's been classic English rain. But I think in the summer it's going to be awesome, and it's given me a lot of inspiration to think about doing free outdoor raves during the summer and family-friendly events and making the most of that space. So that's a really nice kind of physical change.
Because you're doing lots more daytime stuff now, aren't you?
Yeah,
like, raves and that kind of dance stuff. And
because every venue,
making use of the space during the day is really important.
Yeah, exactly. Every venue during the day is pretty much dark, so it's thinking about how we can use it on the weekends. If we have a big gig in the evening, what kind of fun club events we can do. So we experimented with the emo stuff and the Ibiza stuff, and I'm all for as many of them as possible. So yeah, maybe some cool markets.
What was your top 3 gigs at the factory?
Oh wow, we did 175 events this year. So I had to think about this quite a lot. The first one's Hot House Flowers, Irish pop band that came through in the 80s, and they're just absolutely incredible. It's like a jam with traditional Irish music, rock, and the whole room is just like hanging on their every word and every music note. It's just like a wonderful party. We then followed that up 5 days later with my next choice, which was Bad Manners in July. I hadn't realised Bad Manners hadn't played Worthing. I couldn't find any records. I think they may have like 20, 25 years ago.
I think so, yeah.
And I just thought, how has it been this long since Buster Blood Vessel kind of came to Worthing? Because there's such a good appetite for ska music. So we had the Gangsters supporting. It was completely sold out. I just remember thinking like it was like a little ska festival was happening at the venue. It was really, really cool. And I'm pleased to have that back next year. And then my top number 1 event was Obi Trice. Real name, no gimmicks. I grew up on Eminem and, all the artists Eminem worked with, and he kind of took him under his wing, and they did loads of tracks together. So to hear that voice and then have him come from Detroit to Worthing is just absolutely crazy. And it was a big year for hip hop, Arrested Development, Souls of Mischief, and then that was the icing on the cake for me. It was just incredible. Yeah.
Pretty hard to pick 3, I think.
Yeah. Wow. What have you got upcoming in 2026?
Yeah. So next year, I'm looking forward to Big Nasty. It's the first ever UK grime and hip hop.
I saw that. I'm so going to that.
It's wicked. I mean, everyone knows Big Nasty. More for like his personality than his music, but I think he's going to bring a lot to the party. So I kind of secretly hoping he brings like some really cool guests because he's so well connected. I mean, he's got tracks with Craig David, Ed Sheeran, all sorts. So I'm just kind of curating the lineup for that night, but that's going to be fun on the 3rd of April. Another highlight for last year that's coming back is the Blockheads. So me and Colm, we had a good dance to that one, didn't we?
They did a double header, didn't they?
Yeah, so it's just going to be the one night this time. Yeah. And Ian Dury passed away in 2000, and a lot of people wonder what it's like without him. So I went into it quite open-minded, and I was really, really pleasantly surprised with how much I enjoyed it. And so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and then other choice, Altered Images we've got in September.
Put them on specially for my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Pretty much. Well, about a week after my birthday.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I assumed it was for me, but the look on your face tells me otherwise.
Yeah, of course it was. Part of me was thinking if it's anyone's actual birthday that day, they just get a free ticket. I might just do that.
What if I'm a week away? That's close enough, surely.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. If you have friends in high places.
I get a free beer.
When is your birthday?
I'm not telling you.
I think
it's close to that gig date.
what I like about it is, we're always trying to support female fronted original artists, and this Christmas we've got Tapao and the Fizz, and it's the first time we've had these guys, Claire Grogan, come, so it's really nice to just keep mixing it up, not just doing the same things every year, and it should be good fun.
Awesome.
Cheers, that's all from me. Com's going to fire some random questions at you.
They're not random, they're really well planned. I mean, I sat down at break time and thought, right, okay, I need to put him on the spot.
Should I set a time?
This is a quick fire Xmas quiz. Yeah. Every time he hesitates on an answer,
I'm going to go,
then he has to do a shot next time I see him.
I think we're going to the pub afterwards, aren't we?
Or on a school night.
Okay, I heard a rumor, but
It has been done before. Right, you ready?
yeah, absolutely.
Keeping
Yep,
score.
I'm keeping score. Okay,
keeping
right.
score. And any confident answer, doesn't matter whether he gets it right or not. He has to answer quickly and confidently. He scores
Okay.
a point.
I'll be happy if I get one.
Any hesitation, any sign of weakness? No. Okay.
We kick him out.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
I'm joking.
So ready. I was born
Excellent.
ready.
Sprouts, yes or no?
Yes.
Favorite Xmas song?
Lonely This Christmas.
Dry January, yes, no, or maybe?
Ah.
Okay. Have you ever sung Christmas carols as part of a choir?
Yes, as a kid.
Is Whamageddon a thing for you?
No.
According to Frank Sinatra, what is the weather like outside?
Pouring?
That's awful.
It was confident though.
Okay. Who do you most want under your mistletoe this year?
Mariah Carey?
Not sure about that one. Christmas in Hollis. This is going to test your music knowledge. If you don't get this right, then there's the door. Christmas in Hollis was released by which hip hop group in 1987?
I don't know.
1980s hip hop group.
I would just go for Run DMC, which I think
with a bit of help, you got it.
Oh,
Best shop for last minute music related Christmas presents in Worthing.
Train of Thought record shop.
Correct answer. That's 5 points for that one. And give me one wish for yourself for 2026.
I think just changing the world for the better, positively, and that's thankfully what I've had the privilege of doing as a kind of career. So trying to do it on a more personal level as well, I think.
Awesome.
You
Thank
just
you very
won
much.
1,000 points.
1,000. She's so
Just for the last
easy to win
answer.
points off.
What?
Soft
It was
touch.
very
Soft touch.
festive.
I'd have given him 2.5.
It was like encapsulated the Christmas spirit. And
No, it was
everything.
good. It was
Merry
good.
Christmas,
It
everyone.
was good, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Steve.
Sorry, actually, the most important thing next year is Tangerine Cat.
Could be Tangerine Cat in May.
Yeah, wherever that is.
At the factory.
I don't know. Never heard of it.
So, we brought Stephen back on just for a minute because we kind of half forgot, remembered, then we forgot again. One little question, one little thing, really important thing that we were going to talk about. So, over to Helena.
I see you've been doing mental health videos. Do you want to explain a bit about it and like what inspired you to start them? And
It's important I talk about this because I got a massive sponsorship deal with Colm, so I get paid £1,000 to talk about it. So yeah, no. For me, like mental health, I mean, it's a big part of everyone's life, but mine in particular. And being at the age I'm at now and having a little bit more, hopefully, experience and wisdom, I just really wanted to share a lot of my experiences to try and support others through their personal challenges that life throws at them. There's so much negative news stories and doom scrolling content out there, and I just thought if I can kind of use my voice to have a positive impact on others' lives, then that felt really worthwhile. So also I was quite like nervous about opening up about those experiences.
It's been very daunting.
Absolutely.
First time.
Yeah,
So
because you're
just
like,
think about what kind of reactions you might
yeah,
potentially get from people.
exactly. And that's why it took me so long. I would have liked to have done it a long time ago. But essentially, it's a safe space to try and reach out to people and provide a little bit of education without it being too daunting or overwhelming. And I hope it grows into something beautiful and grows a community and becomes more and more. But ultimately, the idea is to, I imagine what I would have liked to have heard 10 years ago and what would have helped me. And I kind of speak to that person when I'm doing these. So hopefully it will be a really interesting project.
Are they on YouTube or are they just on?
Yeah, currently
I've seen them on Instagram, but
currently it's my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, which is at it should just be Stephen Sheldrake. You can find that. I probably will come up with a quirky name soon once it kind of progresses.
Think of a name.
But if you're interested, just have a look for Stephen Sheldrake on TikTok. I probably will get it all up on YouTube soon. And I'd always love to hear from people. So it'd be really nice to start creating important conversations.
Excellent. Thank you, Stephen. Introducing Harry White from Hammerdown All-in-One Management.
Hello, how's it going?
And thank you for joining us again. I think this is your second, possibly
I think it's third now. Yeah,
third time. Oh, going forwards, we could be a future quiz question. Which guest has appeared most often on the Train of Thought podcast, other than myself and Kev, of course. So, first question, Harry, who are you listening to currently? Like this week, in the car, on the train, in the shower.
I'm listening to, good question. I'm listening to a lot of Praying Mantis. We had them on at the factory in October, and they're just my favourite band. They're so cool. So Praying Mantis, definitely. Who else have I been listening to? Loads. A band called the Hellfire Club. I played at the factory a couple of times this year. Yeah. They're amazing. They did Bunker 11 last week as well, and it went down really well. So yeah, I've been listening to a lot of them. They've got a new single out, and it's really, really good. It's called Days Are Numbered. Check it out. It's very good.
Awesome. With a video?
It does have a video on YouTube, yes, indeed.
Are you in the video? Or are you working on that
not
one?
in this one. In the last one I was. In the last one.
Okay. Little cameo. Excellent.
Yeah.
And who would you most want to see live in 2026 if you could go and see anyone, anywhere in the world live?
Right.
Just a short list or one or two.
I would love to see next year's Diamond Head's 50th anniversary. Diamond Head are cool. I'd love to see them. They're a band that inspired Metallica amongst other people. So I'd love to see Diamond Heads. They're a wicked band. Who else would I love to see next year? Oh, that's so stressful. I'd love to see... It's been a long time since I've seen Rise Against, who are like one of my all-time favourite bands. I've seen them 4 or 5 times, but it's been 4 or 5 years since I last saw them. So they've had a couple of albums out since then. I'd love to see Rise Against. Those would be my top 2, I'd say.
Awesome. Are they touring or you
good question. I don't know the answer to that. Diamond Head, no, because Brian Tatler from Diamond Head is now in Saxon.
Yeah.
So he's a bit busy with them. And I spoke to Brian at Stone Dead Festival, and he said, probably not going to do anything next year. And he might be bluffing. Maybe they will do something for the 50th anniversary. I hope they would.
Book them for a private gig.
Well, I've tried. They're expensive.
Yeah, I bet they are. So we'd like to ask you about what your favourite or top 3 Hammerdown events or gigs from last year were, if you can narrow it down to 3.
Yeah, it's there's been some good ones. We've had tricky. I would say first of all we had Tigers of Pantang at the factory in April. That was amazing. That was a really, really great show. And the reason that show was so particularly special, it was the support band was a band called Titan, and the 2 bands toured together in 1982. And so putting them together was quite a special thing, because it had been a really, really long time since that happened. And actually, it was actually Kev Riddles, who was a founding member of Titan, was in a band called Angel Witch back in the day. It was Kev's last ever show before he passed away. And, it was really, really special occasion. And I'm honoured to have been part of that. That was really great. Me and Stephen spent a long time working on that show, nearly sold out.
And they popped into a couple of local record shops, didn't they?
They did. Yeah, they went into Train of Thought. I put them onto that. I said, because I saw a post a couple of weeks before they went on tour saying we always pop into every record shop in the towns where we go and play. I said, I'll tell you where you've got to go. And they popped in.
I was messaging Kev, and he said, I think they've been in. He said, someone came in. He said, I don't know who they were.
Yeah, that was them. Yeah. So that gig was really special because... I've been doing a lot of stuff with the new wave of British heavy metal this year. That's been something that I've been really, really into. And part of that is because these people aren't going to be around forever. It's the same with any genre of music. So if I don't work with them now and experience that music live, then I'm never going to get the chance. And point proven, like we booked Kev. Kev has been very, very unwell for a little while. They pulled out of a couple of shows about a month before our one. They really, really set on doing our show. They come and played it. They had to cancel a couple more a few weeks after, and then passed away soon after that. So it was a very, very special thing to have been a part of. So that was really cool. Then I would say one of the bands that we manage, Esoterica, did their biggest ever headline show at the Shepherd's Bush Empire in London. It was. the most amazing thing I've ever been a part of in my life. It was unreal. It was a 16-piece orchestra, 16-piece choir. There was a dance troupe in like robot things with guns and stuff, and CO2 going off and confetti cannons, and this amazing like projector video thing going on throughout. It was just the most ridiculous show ever, and it had been a year to build. Sold out, was amazing. A lot of work went into that gig, and even on the day, we were there at 9 a.m. and you don't appreciate until when you go see your favourite bands at the O2 or whatever, you just don't realise how much stuff they have. I mean, Rammstein they have 2 crews. They have a crew that goes 2 days ahead to the next venue to build, because it's such a big job. So then the crew that inherits it runs the show for the day, and it felt like that with Esoterica, because we had we had 1 lorry full of flight cases of lighting, and then we had 3 different big splitter vans full of different stuff, or long wheelbase vans rather. So there was just so much setup. It was like 9 a.m. until 1 a.m. and it was constant work. It was a lot. But it was an amazing show to be a part of. And then I've obviously got to say Hammerdown Festival, of course I do. But specifically, a few bands in there that really stood out. We had a band called Monochrome. They entered our competition that we do every year, where we put loads of bands to a panel of judges, and they select who they think are the best ones, and then we give them a paid slot at the festival. It's like a little thing we do every year.
That's great.
Community thing. And this band Monochrome from Bristol, they had 2 songs out when they entered the competition, and they won it. And then a couple of months before the festival, they put out their first EP, so they had 4 songs, and they were very emotional on stage. They were like, "Oh, it's the first festival to notice us." Yay, thank you. It was really lovely. And then fast forward a couple of months, everyone's picking them up. They played Bloodstock. I went to see them at Bloodstock. It was amazing, and it's just so great to see them doing well. So that they were really good there. Demon, new wave British heavy metal band on the opposite end of experience. 14 studio albums, been around forever. And for much the same reasons, bands like Tigers and Titan and stuff, it's just so cool to get a chance to work with them, because they're amazing, and they're really lovely people as well. They're really cool.
Awesome. You had so much going on, didn't you? You didn't even mention the Winter Militia or Hammerdown Unplugged at Dalton's, which is close to number 3 in my list of gigs for last year.
Getting close is good enough.
It's 3 or 4. It's probably 3 actually. I think. Yeah,
it was good. It was a good day, wasn't it? It was good fun.
It was great to see Crow God and Rex Unplugged and Creature. Thought about unplugging but didn't.
Just had an acoustic guitar instead of an electric, and then there you go.
That was great.
We're filming.
Oh.
How many cups do you have?
I have many cups. Would you like me to count them on camera?
Yeah, I'd be good.
1, 2.
We need to film a minute and a half.
7, 9, 10. Probably 15.
How have you found Hammerdown so far?
Hammerdown is fucking best. They are absolutely brilliant.
Hammerdown has been an absolute privilege to play. People didn't even fucking know us, and they got singing, so that's what we like, motherfucker.
We were spoiled with great interaction.
No, Spud, did you have a nice day?
I had a fucking amazing day. Thank you.
I got a drumstick.
got my stick.
I got a stick.
You got my stick.
$45 cups.
Well, the fans will like that, won't they?
I'm sure they will. That's all they need to see. Yeah, that was good fun.
What can we expect then from Hammerdown 2026? So I believe that the main festival's back at the factory.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've got a lot going on next year. So we've got the main festival this time for 3 days. We've never done 3 days before. So that's at the factory 24th to 26th of July. That's a major thing. I'm very, very excited for that. Thrash Legends, Acid Rain.
You've got tickets up for that now.
Tickets are on sale, absolutely. Yeah,
the line-up's just building.
Yeah. We've got another wave of bands dropping end of Jan for, around payday in January.
Yeah.
We've got, Thrash Legends, Acid Rain are playing. They're amazing. Seething Akira, who a lot of us have seen before.
Yeah.
They're headlining the Friday night. Saturday headliner to be announced. And then we'll be dropping loads more bands as well. So that, Hammerdown Unplugged this year is going to Bunker 11, which is very, very exciting. Nobody knows that yet, so I've dropped it. You got the t-shirt. I do as well. So that's going to Bunker 11. We're doing 2 days this time because it was such a great thing.
It was great.
Like, it takes so much effort to put these festivals on, and I've done it for 10 years. I've never made any money from any single festival I've ever put on, and Hammerdown Unplugged was the first one we've ever done that's properly broken even. When we did, yes.
Can I just ask you a question? How did you come about starting Hammerdown? Sorry.
So I started when I was a teenager. I saw all of the mad festivals like Sonisphere and Download and Bloodstock and all these other things, and I was like, I want to do that down here. Like, that's the sixth thing ever. And I was in bands. I used to be in metalcore bands, shouting at people, ruining everyone's afternoons. And I just wanted to do a festival. So I went to Download in 2015. It's the first festival I ever went to. And I was like, right, I'm going to do this. And I booked a bands that I saw there when I was 18. And I was like, I want you to play my festival. Set it up in a village hall, and it was terrible. Nobody came, but it was great. Lovely day. And then, it's been going for 10 years now.
You just have to show you have to have that drive and that.
And perseverance,
and perseverance, just do it.
Yeah, a lot of that. Because
be brave and, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, and I think we're going to go
these aren't as interesting. No offense, Colm, but I enjoyed
questions.
hearing how you started Hammerdown. But these are quick fire Christmas questions.
Christmas questions.
They have no relative
there is
to
some
music
in there. There is some music in there. There's some personal questions in there.
Okay.
What we said to Stephen is that you score a point. I'll do the scoring. She gave him tons of points. How many points did you give him?
I gave him 100,000 points because he gave a really wholesome answer for the last question.
Is that what I've got to beat then?
I don't know how.
That's quite a high score. What's the criteria? Is wholesome the criteria?
If you don't any hesitation,
you're out.
If you've got to be
confident. Really? Okay, right, fine.
Whether you're right or wrong, you've got to
Okay.
sound like you're right.
Okay.
You sound like you're right and you're confident. You're
convincing,
points.
yeah.
I don't know how I can possibly give you more points than Helena gave. She's just too generous. Ready, steady, go.
Christmas sprouts, yes or no?
No.
Favourite Christmas song?
Slade, whatever the Slade one is.
Dry January, yes or no, or maybe?
Absolutely not.
Have you ever sung a Christmas carol in a choir?
Never.
Is Whamageddon a thing for you?
I don't know what that means.
According to Frank Sinatra, what is the weather outside like?
Frightful. And the
Thank
fire was so
you.
delightful.
That's worth tons of points.
Who do you want to kiss under the mistletoe?
Got to be the missus, obviously.
Christmas in Hollis was released by which hip-hop group in 1987?
ABBA.
Pardon?
ABBA.
Hip-hop group, 1987.
I imagine ABBA doing hip-hop. That'd be amazing. Oh, sorry. Best shop for last-minute music-related Christmas presents in Worthing?
Best shop? But train of thought.
One wish for 2026.
One wish for 2026, to be happy and enjoy what I'm doing.
Well done. You scored 10 to the power of 81 points, which is equivalent to the approximate number of atoms in the universe. So I'm more generous than Helena.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Good fact.
You passed on one, I think.
I did, yeah.
Which was, the answer was Run DMC.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah.
And you hesitated.
It wasn't ABBA. Close, though.
You hesitated on one.
I did hesitate on one, which was the shop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was no good.
No, it was the Whamageddon.
Sorry, Kev.
I thought you hesitated on.
Well, no, it was the shop.
No, Whamageddon. I said I don't know what that is.
That almost cost him the win. The train of thought shot, but he pulled it out of the fire at the last minute.
Just about.
Awesome. And thank you very much, Harry.
Thanks for having me. Thank you very much.
Hammerdown, Harry. Whoop whoop.
Okay, take 5, action scene 3. We've got a stuntman standing in for Kev.
Good.
And welcome to Kev, our third guest. He's guest stroke interviewer. We're all very confused, but we'll still manage. This is Kev from Train of Thought Record Shop. This was the shop that Harry almost forgot in the last interview when we asked him about where to go for a last-minute music-related item in Worthing. He stumbled over that question, but literally, with a big hint from me, pulled it out of the fire at the last minute. We're going to hit Kev with a quick-fire Xmas quiz. Okay, there are some music-related questions in here, which we are expecting him to smash out of the park, unlike any England
as long as they're not in the last 10 years,
and
I'm
going to
fine.
count them. We're not
Helena's doing the
anymore.
scoring, but she's interesting in terms of how her scoring works. We've got no idea.
Annie Ashton of the...
Yeah, anything. Just pick a number, multiply it by something, and add lots, and then she comes up with that. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll never be.
Okay, well, I'm not going to start if you're not...
I'm ready.
You to be not ready. You say
I'm
you're
ready.
not ready. Okay, I'd prefer it if you weren't ready.
3,
Here we go.
2, 1.
Okay, Sprouts, yes or no?
Yes,
Favourite Xmas song?
I believe in Father Christmas, Greg Lake.
Interesting choice. Dry January, yes, no, or maybe?
No chance.
Have you ever sung Christmas carols as part of a choir?
No.
Is Whamageddon a thing for you?
No.
According to Frank Sinatra, what is the weather like outside?
It's raining outside.
He's let me down. He's let me down. I thought you'd get that one. Who do you...
Must be snowing, must it, 'cause it's Christmas.
No, who do you want under your mistletoe?
I couldn't possibly say.
Christmas in Hollis was released by which hip-hop group in 1987?
Christmas in what?
Christmas in Hollis.
NWA.
Run DMC. Best shop for last-minute music-related Christmas presents in the universe.
Well, now Poundland's shut, it must be Train of Thought. Must be
Excellent.
Perfect for all your presents, and even better for your own presents for yourself.
Open on Christmas Eve.
Open on Christmas Day.
Open on Christmas Day.
We'll be open on Christmas Day from
but only
12:30 till 2 o'clock.
Only until lunch. 2 o'clock.
Until
Excellent.
lunch, yep.
One wish for 2026. It could be cricket related or world peace.
Yeah, okay, yeah, England not quite as rubbish in the Ashes after Christmas.
Awesome. And Helena, over for some more serious questions, perhaps.
Okay. Tell us about Punkish Noise-ish and how did it start and where's it going next?
Punkish Noise-ish will be staying where it is, but also there's a possibility we might be doing some slightly bigger ones at Audio Active on Sundays next year, but that's sort of a possibility. Punkish Noises started when I moved here and started doing gigs at Port Bar 42. I wanted to do like a noise all-dayer, which we did in Brighton, which was Split in the Atom, but it quickly became apparent there wasn't really enough people to come just to sort of experimental noise, and I had access to punk bands, and it just sort of made sense to mix the two together. So that's why it's punkish and noise-ish.
So that was about 10 years ago, was it?
About 10 years ago, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You put on a gig recently at Audio Active. How did it go?
It went very well. It was a very diverse mix, which as I like to do. Hopefully I'm going to be doing a lot in Audio Active. I think it's going to become the missing link between the factory, which is a brilliant bigger venue, and smaller venues. I think it's 100 cap, and I think it could just fill that gap between small gigs down at the Dickens or BN 11 and bigger venues. And I'm aiming to do quite a lot there next year. It needs a bit of TLC and changing slightly, but in general,
tweaks.
I think it's got a lot of potential.
Tweaks. The monitors still a bit.
No, the monitors were fine, but that's
just
because the bands.
things.
But no, and just we need. I've got Sadie from Lamomo is going to come along, and we're going to try and make it look a little bit more interesting and warm it up a little bit with material, because it's a little bit bright in the sound and in the sort of
just wooden floor and wooden. It's a bit.
Yeah, it won't be. I mean, that's the plan
To move it a little bit away from what it was. Which
yeah,
was a cafe, isn't it?
It's not a cafe anymore. I mean, I think it's got a lot of potential.
It has, and
I like where it is, and also we can. My idea is to try and tie in with the cellar, because it's after party. Because after this week, I reckon about 10, 15 people piled down to the reggae night afterwards. So we're aiming to finish most of the gigs at Audio Active about 10:15. So that's, people can go straight to the cellar afterwards for the last 2 hours.
Sounds like a good idea. I think we'd be up
And there's a very small, this is hot off the press, there's a very small festival hopefully going to happen next year. I've booked it in, I literally confirmed. We want to do a little an all-day sort of Great Escape, but it's going to be mixed between Spun, Audio Active and the Cellar. Because they're really near it may well be called the Straight Line Festival at the moment, because we reckon it's pretty much a straight line between those three places.
It kind of is, yeah.
I mean, you could call it the Wonky Line, but
we could call it a Wonky Line, but Wonky was done. Wonky Worthing Line. But yeah, I've literally only confirmed the dates today.
And have you got any plans for
March the 7th, hopefully?
Have you got any plans for 50th anniversary of Punk?
50th anniversary of Punk. Richard Drew is the main man for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working with him, driving him mad by being unreliable mainly. But we've got an exhibition already is going to be happening in the Toad. Mainly it's going to be sort of September, because it's a really controversial, because the anniversary of Punk, when did Punk start? But most people seem to think 76 was really, the summer of 76 was when it started. So our idea is most of our stuff will be sort of done sort of September time. We don't know exactly. I want to show some old punk films. We may be getting a few punk bands down if they're still alive, but also there's obviously going to be a lot of punk bands playing around.
Is it going to just be like UK punk, or is it going to be like abroad?
It'll pretty much be UK, because the foreign bands.
So I was going to suggest a film.
The films
Dogs
could
in
be.
Space.
Oh no, the films could be. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Dogs in Space?
Yeah, yeah, and Suburbia. Have you seen Suburbia? Yeah. There's an American punk film called Suburbia that's well worth seeing. I
have to watch that.
You'll love that.
Film. Yeah, we're planning a punk all day at Bunker 11. I think on May the 7th. I think.
Yes.
No bands confirmed yet, but
exciting times.
Looking at Helena.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I think that's all.
And that's all, unless there's anything you want to say.
Well, I'm wondering, one thing, if you mentioned, Helena, is to look out for in the new year is the film about Cellar.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
The little documentary.
I completely forgot about that.
That Rob and...
Maria's in it.
But Robin's.
I don't know that much about it, but
no, but there's an event. There's an event somewhere in February about it. I don't know exactly, but anyway, people look. We will be telling people about that in the new year.
I'm so unprofessional because I don't have access to the
you've
calendar.
got quite a lot.
I'm not sure if it's been confirmed from the top of my head.
The film's been done.
I think
mostly.
It's been edited, and I believe it's going to be shown at the Dome in March.
Yeah, but I think they're going to have a little bash in the cellar before.
You guys know more about it than me.
It could be a little preview. It could be a little preview.
I think they're going to be, but that's something to look forward to next year, because it's the 10th anniversary of the cellar.
Did they interview you for it?
Yeah, I should hope so. If they didn't, I would have kicked off, but I never kick off. So yeah.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
Thanks, Kev, for being guest and interviewer and general mischief maker.
Well, thank you. And hopefully see you all in Train of Thought to buy your Christmas presents. Awesome. We've got a lot of heavy metal CDs going. So
Harry will be in for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'd like to thank everyone tonight for taking part in the Christmas December podcast. I'd like to thank Stephen, and I'd like to thank Harry, and of course ourselves, and everyone looking forward to a good new year. Thank you. And you, Colm.
Thanks, Kev. It's been really good. Good finding out from Stephen and Harry about their plans for next year, and a little bit from Kev, who popped up as a guest as well, about Train of Thought and plans for Punk, 50th anniversary of Punk next year. And a big thanks for Helena for joining us.
Thank you.
Helena, do you want to say something about plans for Cellar for next year?
We've got live drawing every Wednesday. Anything artsy every first Tuesday of the month. We've got Union, and that's all I can think of right now. But on New Year's Eve, we've got an event coming up as well. So
okay, lots to look forward to at Cellar, and new plans there. Lots of community stuff, I think, happening at Cellar. And that's it. So please do like, please do share, please do subscribe, and all those other
join in any way you can.
Yeah, and please do also chip in with the fundraiser, which we are going to be launching probably as soon as I've sobered up after New Year's Eve. So early Jan, look out for a fundraiser for the podcast, and that's it from me. So it's a good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
It's good night from all of us.
Goodbye.